Hey everybody, it's Pocket StarCraft 29 here with Game 3 at Antigua Shipyard between EGDeMuslim, the blue Terran at the top leftish corner, against the 2-0 EmpireViolet, the Zerg player, the bottom right. Antigua is a very good map that I like. I play it all the time because it was in the map pool and I wanted to practice. I always go to all the maps. I try to practice them and things like that. Not that that's anything new to you guys, of course, you know. But this is a very good map. You do have an easily takeable second with another ramp. Pretty standard map. There's nothing really that different about it, other than these two bases in the middle. And apparently these are not gold. They usually are, but they're not. I wonder why. This must be a different version or whatever. So we do see extractor chip from EmpireViolet, and both of these players are playing the exact same style, and I honestly believe that DeMuslim is only down to 0-2 is because it's just things just aren't going his way, really. I mean, Violet's just on his game. He just has a lot of information, and look, he knows exactly where to go. So because this must be the MLG version, or maybe the GSL version, because he knows he's right across from him and things like that. And if he could stop this worker from getting in, which it doesn't look like he's going to do that, but he just knows so much information. He's just going to be in here being a pest. He's probably going to go to the extractor, boom, and morph into that. So 15 hatch, done. We do see Violet is doing the exact same thing, and you know what? If it's not broke, don't fix it. He's doing the exact same opening, exact same thing. The only difference is last game, well, yeah, he didn't get roaches till like later in the game, till he got like his third base. Game 1, he got roaches really early. Game 2, 9 minutes. Started, he had a little bit of Mutalism, not a lot. And we do see the extractor thing right there. One Marine coming out right now, and two Overlords coming parallelly on both sides. So, parallelly. That's the word I was trying to say. Parallelly. And we'll see if DeMuslim tries to fix this game somehow. And he tries to stutter step and kill this worker, but he does not get him. He just automatically bagoosh. So, spawning pool on the way. And one extractor, which is probably to get the Zergling speed upgrade. This is about to finish. He's transferring over a couple workers, and I'm assuming that Violet is going to just really get greedy and just try and just drone up at this point. And one thing different that DeMuslim is doing right now, he's doing the same opening, but he's like, you know what? I'm gonna just put it right here. I'm not gonna lift it up and all that other crap, you know. And it looks like he is putting a bunker right here. He's protecting himself from those early attacks, things like that, because Violet was doing a lot of damage with those run-bys. He was doing a lot of damage with the counter-attacks, with Zerglings, things like that. So he's really being a little more precautious this game. And he's not going to go for a bunker rush. He's not going to do anything like that because Violet seems to always have a whole bunch of Zerglings out, like a decent amount of Zerglings out at the right time. At the right time. I'm talking like an Australian. At the right time. Yeah. So, Overlord coming over here. Going to see this second base being put up right now. These Zerglings coming to this watchtower, and they are going to keep running and try to move in right here. But hopefully this bunker does enough to stop it, but chances are they will just run right past it and try to run into the base or try to kill these workers or whatever. Yes, they will run right by. He loses 2, and he's gonna go for that SCV. Oh, and the SCV goes down when it's 99% done. That is awful, and just very good timing. Done. Orbital, orbital, orbital. There you go. Orbital command. And only lost 1 worker, so I mean that's not that bad, but we do see that Violet is building 5 drones at a time. If we look at the workers tab, 32 to 21 already. Violet is extending his lead. As long as he can keep DeMuslim in his base, in his own base, he can keep droning up. and then attack when he wants. He's doing his creep spread. He has his macro hatch that is blocking off, and he's going to put down the spine crawler. So, I mean, he's feeling very confident right now to the point where he doesn't feel he needs to really change up his strategy, and, you know, I'm inclined to agree with him. And we see that he is not switching this around, which I agree with DeMuslim not switching this around. He should double produce Marines and not Hellions, simply because Violet has had very good Hellion defense in the last 2 games, and he doesn't even really need to do it. So, I mean, there's no point. He knows there's going to be a blocking, there's going to be spine crawlers, maybe a couple queens. We do see this Evo chamber blocking the back of it. So, DeMuslim understanding, I tried it twice, it's not going to work. You probably get a couple and then start getting tanks. You might go Marine tank, so, or Marine Marauder tank. So we do see he is getting stem, and he's trying to come back and get you know, his worker count up. His second base is up, so now he's only down by 5 workers. So DeMuslim already showing a sign. This is what these great players do. They realize, okay, this isn't working. I'm going to change my strategy. Bailey Nest coming out, and Carapace level 1. And we have weapons level 1 coming out for DeMuslim right here. But DeMuslim is starting to understand. He understands, okay, this isn't working. I need to switch to something else. And you know what? A lot of people might say, well, duh. They might, you know, duh, of course, you know, it hasn't worked the last 2 games, so maybe you should switch it. That's not true, because bad players are bad because they don't change. That's the problem. People are bad at things because they refuse to understand what they're doing is wrong. And that's why these players are pros and I am not. Because apparently I do not learn from my mistakes. That is the problem with bad players. That's what people need to understand. So, layer on the way. We will see if Violet decides to get a couple mutas just to poke around. I think it would be a great idea because we see no turrets up. No anything, and it'll be a really good way to keep him in his base. But he is switching this over with his tech lab, so he's probably going to be getting some Thors or tanks, one or the other. Thor tank. Well, he doesn't have his armory yet, so he's going to obviously be getting tanks, but maybe he might transition to Thors later. 3rd command center on the way, and better creep spread this time than last game, and I think Violet understood that from last game. He understood, you know what, I need to spread creep better, especially on this map too, with so many hidden bases and things like that. So Bailing Nest is up. Bailing speed, I don't know if he's going to get bailing speed, but the layer's almost done, and we do see a lot of Zerglings running out over here. Going to be checking around, seeing what's going on, you know. Probably assumes maybe he has a 3rd base, going to try to do some counters, things like that. It's good to just have those Zerglings out. Siege mode almost done, and we do have a starport on the way. So, getting those medevacs out soon. Personally, I mean, even if you want to make 2 Vikings, and he has these Hellions coming out checking the 3rd base, going to be happy that he doesn't see that, because he's going to know, because this command center is almost done, he's going to know, he's like, you know what, I'm probably a little bit ahead right now. But Violet is upgrading a lot. He is getting bailing speed and burrow and melee attacks level 1. On the other hand, you know, DeMuslim's getting armor level 1, and will these guys get attacked? Oh man, see, this is one thing that Violet has shown in the last 3 games, is that he likes to catch people off guard, and he got that Overseer in here, saw everything that was going on, and he has a great idea of what's going on right now in DeMuslim's base. He saw a lot of tech labs. I mean, he saw a lot, 2 reactors, and, you know, maybe he assumes a Thor is coming out of here, but if he didn't see an armory, which the armory could have been over here, and there it is right there, but he doesn't know if it's done or not. Another command center finishing right now, and he's going to just mule it like crazy. Siege mode is done. He's getting combat shields, and the Spire is on the way for Violet. So, I honestly think Violet should get some, I completely expect him to get some Mutalisks. He built like maybe 7 or 8 Mutalisks last game, and that's literally all the Mutalisks that he built. Once they were killed, once he saw those stores, he stopped the production of them. He was done. The only thing that I didn't agree with Violet last game is those Infestors, because he realized, he saw that DeMuslim was going mech, and I don't know how good infestors are against mech, but it didn't do very well, seeing that he clobbered him. So armory is about to finish, and looks like he has another engineering base. He's gonna begin doing double the upgrades. And let's see if he starts building Thors. Will he make that decision? Maybe he assumes at this point, around 12-minute mark, he's going to assume that the Spire is almost done, which he is absolutely right. And maybe he's going to be building some Muta. So he is building up some turrets around his base. Third base is finished for Violet. So Violet a little late on the third base. I mean, usually by now, they'd have a third base, maybe even start on a fourth, but it really depends on the Zerg player. And you know what, I don't blame Violet for taking his time. He has a 2-0 lead. He has really nothing to really worry about right now. Even if he loses this game, he can throw a couple games, but he's taking a risk, and he's upgrading, and he's droning. We have weapons level 2 on the way for DeMuslim, and he's doing a great job just delaying this just a little bit. So if we look at the workers tab, 69 to 61. DeMuslim doing a very good job keeping it up, keeping up with them right here. And we do see a huge battle right here. Actually, just a whole bunch of Zerglings, and those Balings are just going to come in and burrow. Wow. And he's the perfect scan right there. He's going to see that, but he is going to put those Zerglings on a hold position. These Marines are going to come in here and just demolish them with stim. Fourth base coming down. See, this is something I always like to see. 22. I thought I was losing my mind. 22 drones are being made all at once for Violet. Wow, that stopped me in mid-sentence. This is the scary thing about Zerg players, and he's probably just going to send them all over here, or, you know. Oh, man. Yep, he is sending them all over here. Getting his fourth base, and what I was saying before, this is something I really like, is that he attacks and then he expands. He expands behind aggression. These Mutalisks are going to do some decent amount of damage if he can, you know, but he does have a couple turrets up. So at least those Mutalisks are for map control. He can look around for other bases, things like that. So fourth base coming down for Violet right here. Has a lot of drones because drones 89 to 68, and that's where the Zerg player takes off. So we also see Flyer Carapace level 1, so he's going to beef up those Mutalisks and come in here and try to take out all the turrets, take them out. Boom, killing those Marines. But I really do like DeMuslim's turret placement. Doing a really good job placing all the turrets in certain places, and he has enough turrets, I think. It's just because he is losing a lot of Mutalisks and taking a lot of damage right here. But once that one goes down, and it looks like DeMuslim is not going to answer this. One lone Marine comes over here and says, I will save this colony. But he gets murdered very soon, and it looks like DeMuslim's just on one. He's just like, you know what? Forget this. I'm just going to kill everything. I'm just going to run down your throat and kill everything. And there's some Balings. They better run. And these Mutalisks are just out killing everything right now, just causing a lot of havoc, a lot of turrets all over the place. And it looks like he is going to be going for this third base. This third base will go down without proper reinforcement. 34 Zerglings on the way, but I don't know. He has siege mode. He has siege mode, and he has stim with combat shields and 2-1 upgrades. So I don't know if those Zerglings can really do much, but he is getting 15 Balings at the same time. So we're going to see how good DeMuslim can split right now. Me personally, I know he can split very well, so shouldn't be a problem. So he should be able to survive this. Fifth base on the way. Well, actually, technically fourth after he just killed that, but fifth base on the way. And a lot of spine crawlers right here. We're going to see when he wants to come out here with this Ling Bling Muta combo. And he does have a lot of siege tanks, 5 siege tanks, just doing massive amounts of damage with their siege mode. And he does bring his army back here. He's really deciding, like, when do I want to have attack? I mean, most guys, you know, when they're getting attacked, they just, you know, box all their guys, A button, you know. But he really wants to take the time and get the proper positioning and everything like that. He knows that he's up against siege tanks. He knows he's up against Stim Marines, a combat shield, and he probably just clicked on one of them and saw that they are 2-1. So wants to take his time. Always take your time when you're attacking or defending. Do not panic and just start attacking. Okay. We do see weapons level 3 and armor level 2 on the way for the Terran player. I think DeMuslim is doing a very good job right now, spreading out his tanks, sieging this up. He's essentially saying, you can't go here. And this is almost, well, not almost mined out. This is definitely almost mined out. But he said, look, no production. You can't leave. You're stuck on these 2 bases right here. But he does not know about this base, and he definitely doesn't know about this base, which is about to finish right now. If we look at the supply, 164 to 158. DeMuslim doing a great job keeping up with everything. But these Marines are going to just demolish these Mutalisks right here. He needs to get them out of here. I don't think he knew there was more Marines there. Run, 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 run. But he did do a lot of damage. He's going to have more Marines come out. 20 Bailings on the way. Wow, this is just going to be a bailing show right here. So let's look back at the Muslim's base. He has a lot of turrets right here. Really doing well on the mules. And if we look at the workers, 56 to 55. So after taking out this base, he evened up the worker count. Excellent job. That's really all you can do against a Zerg player because of their ability to macro up so fast, so efficiently. They can just do things like that. So you really need to just keep leveling the playfield. You need to keep them on their toes and not allow them to just do whatever they want. I mean, that's literally the main thing you need to do with Zerg players, because Zerg players, they're going to go out there, they're going to try to push the envelope every chance they get. They're going to try. I mean, we just saw Violet make 22 drones at the same time. That's 22 larvae. I mean, they're going to always push the envelope because they know what they can get away with and they know what they can't. And it looks like DeMuslim is taking a small force over here. He's going to try to take out this base, both of these bases, and here he goes. There's nothing here to defend this. Oh my gosh, he's going to just move in for the kill. Here we go. DeMuslim playing like a boss right now, stimming up, killing all these drones. Good God, if we look at the workers killed, 44 workers killing for DeMuslim. Let's just watch this. 27 for Violet though. So those mutas really did pay for themselves. But this small attack is definitely paying for himself. He has them over here. Just quarantined in here, this is a very large force that's about to melt, but I'm not sure how well he's going to do right here. So much Zerg stuff, and he's going to have to split. Get out of there, split. So many Zerglings and so many Bailings. And this is not a big enough force right now. These Bailings and this Zerg swarm is going to run over this, but he was able to take out 2 bases and then make Violet stop and create and use larvae for units. You make them create units, you make them react. And I honestly believe Violet actually overreacted there. He could have moved out and took out that quarantine a lot quicker, a lot sooner too. And I honestly believe like he was just really cautious. And this other base is about to go down right now. He's rebuilding this one, and this medevac is gonna see that. So we see this attack right here, and it looks like DeMuslim's gonna be able to hold this off. So DeMuslim is actually sitting pretty right now. He does have 58 workers to 36 of Violet. Violet went from 80-something workers to 36. DeMuslim is killing the game right now. He is definitely making up for those last 2 games, and he looks like he's going to get sandwiched right here. Here we go. Stutter stepping like a goddamn boss, trying to kill off these Bailings right here. But that's okay. These bases are already gone. It doesn't matter. And it looks like these guys are going to move up here and try to take out these Zerglings. I don't know how much more Violet can do. DeMuslim is way ahead in the supply. And he does have a decent amount of money, but he only has 36 workers to 60 plus mules. And it looks like these Zerglings are going to move in and try to level the playing field once again. He's going to move them out of there, but let's see how many he can kill, and they are funneled. That is a blood funnel right there, and great defense by DeMuslim. He saw it, and reacted. If we look right now, He killed about 2 workers, so 58 to 36. I don't think that was exactly what Violet was looking for. And it looks like this is the march of the Terrans. They're going to be going out there, and they're going to say, you know what, we're going out here, we're getting a victory, son. You know what, we're Marines. 1 Thor in the mix. If we look at the units tab, he had Violet has 16 Zerglings, 11 Mutas, and 7 Bailings. I don't think that's going to be enough. I really don't. He had these Bailing landmines. You know, that's something I never scanned for. And, oh, a lot of workers in the Bailing landmines. Oh, gosh. Is he going to detonate him? I think he's going to wait. Ooh. But all these workers are going to die. Violet is being picked apart piece by piece. He is mined out here. He is mined out here. He has 7 minerals at this point. And he only has 18 workers. This game is OVER. Over. All he has is these mutas. That's literally all he can do. But there's so many turrets at the bases that matter. There's nothing he can do. Split, boom, great split by DeMuslim right there, and he's just going to move in here, and it is over. I expected GG, and there it is. Violet GG's, and DeMuslim takes down a well-deserved game. He played so well this game, picking him apart. Now, we did not see any drops, but one thing we did see, we saw aggression. We saw him taking his time, and we saw him executing. That's exactly what we saw. He kept his cool in every situation. He didn't overreact, and this push right here, where he had all these siege tanks here and boxed them in, and at the same time took out this base, and then sent a small force to take out this base, and a small force to take out this base. He attacked his economy. That's always the key to any real-time strategy game. If you take the money away, there's nothing left. Nothing. So I hope you guys enjoyed this game. I'm really going to start studying this because DeMuslim played very well this game. He picked them apart. I mean, Violet had 80 workers at one point, 80 drones, and he's down to 18. So, any of you guys are having trouble with TVZ like I do, take a look at this game, watch it, study it, and just know this is how you're supposed to play a TVZ. And we have another command center right there. So, he played very well, and we see that all of his overlords are over here. So, great job to DeMuslim. We'll see if he can take this series. He is down 2-1. But this game was very, very crucial. I mean, once you win a game, the momentum starts to shift in your favor, and you start feeling better, and you start playing better. So hopefully next games, DeMuslim can maybe take this to 5. So we will see. Follow me on Twitter, Pocket P StarCraft 29. Also, check out my clothing. There will be a description link in the description. Also follow us on Twitter, Authority Clothing for at Authority, capital C, capital O. Like it on Facebook. If you have any questions, or if you want to create a logo for yourself, you want to order anything, either hit me up on Facebook or email me at authoritymovement@gmail.com. If you want to, if you want me to help you create a logo for yourself, a custom t-shirts, anything like that, we do all that stuff here. So you don't just necessarily have to buy my shirts. You can also, make your own. So just let me know, and I'll see you guys later. See you for game 4.